Hello everybody and welcome to the Crypto Nutrition YouTube channel, bringing you digestible crypto nutrition. So today's video is on the subject of VPNs, and this request actually came through Twitter from Babuka. So Babuka, this one's for you, buddy. And what I'm going to do for you is just look at VPNs in general, look at the key player in decentralized VPNs, and then look at Sent in comparison to them. So I'm giving more of an overview in this video. I by no means claim to be an expert in VPNs or any of the technical stuff, so I'm giving this, again, as I always try and do in the channel, from a digestible, nutritious angle. So guys, if you do like the content, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do like the video. Give us a follow on Twitter. You can join us there. And we also have a Discord server, links all in the YouTube page. And of course, as always, huge thank you to everyone that supported the channel so far. Love you guys. You're the best. And without further ado, it's over to you, desktop. So guys, today I don't actually have any interesting drinks to share with you. I've obviously got my bottle because I don't go anywhere without my water. But what I do have is a couple of NFTs. That's right. Who's this guy? Comment his name down below if you know who this is. And I also have... Let's get into it, guys. So I guess the question is there a need for decentralized VPNs? Or are there any problems with the current VPNs? Now, if you're like me, you would have got a VPN recently-ish and haven't really sort of looked back or questioned, is this actually safe? You just assume this has to be safe. The whole premise of VPNs is safety. I mean, it's called a virtual private network, right? Private network, virtual. But unbeknownst to you and I, or maybe beknownst to you, but not beknownst to I, headlines like this are easy to find. If you have this very dangerous VPN on your phone, delete it now. Millions of VPN users have personal details stolen. Someone is selling VPN access to a city government in Arizona. And tweets like this. So this is a mess and a timely reminder of why trust, this is the key word in decentralization, this is the key word in blockchain, in a VPN provider is so crucial. This level of logging isn't what anyone expects when using a service designed to improve privacy. Not to mention the fact they then leaked all the data. So this is off the back of an announcement saying free VPN service SuperVPN and Gecko VPN had 20 million email addresses breached this month. That's a thumbs down from Crypto Nutrition. So I wanted to go through a couple of pieces on this article just to set the scene, I guess, in terms of the current VPN narrative. I don't really want the channel to be too much about reading through stuff, but again, I'm not an expert, so we will just pass through some of this stuff. All your data is encrypted and funneled through a distant server owned by the provider and then sent onto the internet. So someone is still owning that data that you think is encrypted. So they sort of start by saying that VPNs actually do what they're designed to do. Your data is encrypted, it's funneled through a distant server owned by a provider and then sent onto the internet. All good so far. The obvious problem arises that the VPN service has the decryption key to your information. So although your data is encrypted, the actual provider, they still have that information. So an employee could see the raw data without too much trouble. The bottom line is that your data is only safe if the provider treats it ethically. So I guess the question is, like, how do you separate the providers out? How do you know who's doing what if nothing's transparent, if it's not on the blockchain? There have been examples of companies that scrape personal information from the data passing through their service to be sold out to third-party advertisers or dark web entrepreneurs. Not cool, man. The current iteration of VPNs is perfectly capable of protecting all your browsing and Internet of Things generated data from prying eyes. So they can, and some may, and probably do, already do what they say on the tin, essentially. But the issue becomes trust, key word. Can you really believe the audits and transparency claims they make? It's true, you don't really know who they are. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what the audits are saying. And this is the same thing that we see across multiple industries, multiple products, multiple services that are not on the blockchain. And again, this is the beauty of the blockchain. This is why this is the future, guys. Wouldn't it be better to have a VPN that enforced privacy? Privacy? How do you say privacy? How do you say privacy? Comment down below by writing privacy or privacy. Yeah, I mean, for sure. So this article actually goes on to talk about a company called Orchid. So I did actually allude to Orchid in one of my previous videos. So now we've got an opportunity to deep dive them a little bit more. So this is Orchid, the crypto-powered VPN. And they kind of stand in a category of their own now. They've kind of, being the first entrant to the market and relatively unchallenged, Orchid have a clear dominance in terms of VPN in the crypto space. And the first thing I wanted to kind of point out is the feel that they're going for here. You know, they've got the cartoon bunny rabbits. It's very soft, it's very rounded, it's easy on the eye. They've got a cool brand here. You can see here they're hosting a virtual summit on digital privacy, so they're fully engaged within the broader market here. Join whistleblower and cybersecurity expert Edward Snowden and a world-class group of privacy leaders at the first ever private virtual summit. Pretty cool. They've got a cool video here which explains things very simply and in their tone of voice, which is really cool. We believe that by harnessing the power of the blockchain, we can offer users better VPN experience. So how does it work? So it's pay per use. So essentially with their OXT token, Orchid users purchase bandwidth with OXT and Orchid node providers receive OXT in exchange for their bandwidth. So this is the whole decentralized part of it, guys. This isn't running through who Orchid use, who you're never going to know who they use. These are real people who you can buy real bandwidth from and pay as you go. So it's not the kind of subscription service that you might be used to with your VPN, or that's how I've purchased my VPN anyway. We can see here that you can buy OXT on a number of different platforms. Coinbase there is a big one for me. You know, listings on Coinbase are huge. That's generally the stamp of verification, is to be listed on Coinbase. So that's a really good thing. So what is the cost? So there's a blog here, which if you're interested in finding out the exact costs involved, there's a really good one there. However, just to kind of give you an overview, what happens on the Orchid network is that numerous providers compete to offer their service to users. So the price of bandwidth on Orchid is designed to fluctuate with the market. So there is no set price of bandwidth on the network. Bandwidth providers are free to set their own rates, and Orchid itself does not mandate pricing. Decentralized. Nonetheless, we expect prices to remain competitive with existing VPNs and privacy solutions. So if anyone's actually used this and has some insight into how much these things cost and whether it is actually better in terms of the cost, I'll be really keen to know, so please do comment down below. And it goes on to talk about the fact that they've only made 1 billion OXT coins. The only way that the price will change as a result of the amount of supply is if they burn OXT tokens based on contractual penalties and things like that. So there will only be 1 billion or less. So that's good to know. And obviously, as we all know, that is the beauty of cryptocurrencies. So a little bit of a deep dive into their team. I had a little look at Dr. Stephen Waterhouse on LinkedIn. This guy has an abundance of experience in cryptocurrency, in finance, and yeah, the more you read on his LinkedIn page, the more you feel like an idiot. No, but in all seriousness, this guy is super switched on and really comes across as the perfect leader for this project. So I wanted to refer quickly to their white paper. I'm not going to do much / any digging into this on the video today, but I just wanted to show you that there are some really good insights into the industry itself and their background and why the space needs decentralization to come in and exactly what it is they're doing and how they're doing it. So really cool read. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite hit the same tone of voice as their normal channels, but again, some good stuff in there for you. So now I wanted to touch upon Sentinel. So Sentinel are the only competitor I can find for these guys. And the way I'm kind of seeing these two in the marketplace is kind of like a Apple, like, yeah, wow. Completely unintentional. But yeah, Orchids, Apples, Sentinel, it's kind of like the Microsoft or the Android versus iPhone. Sentinel kind of comes across as more of a robust developer's tool. This is the product, this is this, this is this. I mean, you know, you can't even get onto their team or they don't give much. They're like, this is the product, this is what we're doing, which is ensuring more trust than any other VPN competitor, which is cool. So you see again, get it now. Let's go, let's play. Why would you need a VPN? So look, for me, it's not the most inspiring topic, VPN. The parts I do find interesting are obviously the fact that current VPNs that are centralized, there are risks involved with them, which is why there is a need for a blockchain-based VPN. But in terms of the differences you can find between VPNs, I mean, they're all kind of the same in different packaging, and it's pretty similar to these two. Again, they've got kind of different feels, the Apple, the Microsoft, whatever it might be, but they do very similar things. The tokenomics are very similar. And yeah, to be honest with you, there's not really a great deal I can go through on these guys for you. Something that is quite cool is the fact that they list their network statistics. So you can see how many people are active right now, how many sessions there are, how much data is being consumed, session duration. So that's quite cool to have all that on there. So we'll have a quick comparison of their Twitter pages. Orchid, as you'd expect, many more followers, being such a high profile compared to Sent. Pretty active on here. 55 minutes ago they posted, 3 hours ago they posted. They're clearly quite active. They're talking about this private thing, which is pretty cool. Yeah, pretty middle of the road, decent Twitter page. Whereas Sent, as you'd expect, 5,700 followers, so they're very low cap, very under wraps at the moment. Look, their white paper only came out in December 2020. When was 2020? What is time? Where are we now? Anyway. So yeah, pretty comparable in terms of the products that they're offering. Pretty incomparable in terms of the tone of voice. Orchid runs on the Ethereum network and Sentinel runs on the Cosmos network. So you'd imagine that they will succeed instead with the ecosystem that they're on. And just to compare the two in terms of where they sit, no surprises here. Sentinel sitting with a market cap of 36 million, rank 454, and Orchid sitting at 187 million. So there's a 5x in there already if Sentinel were to reach the levels of Orchid. In terms of the chart, Sentinel do look good here. They look to have found some strength over the past few days and weeks to really go and challenge that all-time high of just over 2.5 cents. Orchid, we have a slightly different chart. It looks like they challenged their all-time high from 2019 in 2020 and didn't quite get there. And it looks like they're rallying again here. It looks like they have obviously followed the market and Ethereum. And in terms of other comparables, guys, there's not really anything there. I mean, on CoinSlate, Orchid is listed as the second highest cap in the communications category, but there's not really a next competitor apart from Cent. So these are the two that you will be looking at. You've got the solid player here, listed on Coinbase, clean graphics, clean approach, versus not listed on Coinbase, not listed on any of the major exchanges, very low cap, higher risk, but higher reward. And let's just take a quick look at the trading view chart for Orchid. So again, this is no surprises here in terms of the market, guys. I've drawn this triangle here. So it looks like we've broken out of this symmetrical triangle here. And it looks like we have managed to close the 4-hour candle just above this resistance line. And it looks like we've got some good strength here, guys. We've had a touchdown again using the resistance line as support. And I think there's a good chance we can go up and challenge the 2.618, guys. So potentially what you're looking for is a buying price around here. This isn't financial advice. This is what I would be looking for. So trade at your own risk. But this is the kind of thing that I would be looking for if I was looking to enter a trade. And with Sentinel, I put this on the daily chart because it's really hard to kind of chart these lower caps. However, this doesn't look particularly great for Sent. This is a rising wedge and it's a very bearish divergence. So look, we've got some selling power here on the daily. If we revert to the 4-hour, yeah, we are just trading kind of within this channel. We've had a couple of fake outs, but yeah, looking currently to challenge this 0.618 Fibonacci line. But if I was looking for an entry price for Sent, I'd be looking down here at the 0.014 levels. I would imagine this would go down, get a touch from here, and then we would continue trading here. So obviously this is a bearish divergence, but we are in a bull run right now. And because it's so low cap, you never really know what can happen. The fact that there are only a couple of competitors on the marketplace as well may stand in good stead for this kind of coin. But be careful when you're trading, guys. Always trade at your own risk. Again, this isn't financial advice. But do let me know if you are entering a trade. We have a Discord server, so please do join that, communicate, and I'm happy to help anyone with any trades at any time. So yeah, do connect through that. So guys, that concludes this video today, guys. A quick overview on the crypto VPN market. One key strong player at the moment listed on Coinbase, and that is Orchid. It looks like they are really leading the charge in terms of this decentralized space. However, Sentinel would be the gambler's bet. If Orchid have 5x the market cap, then it might be reasonable to say that Sentinel will have a bigger share of that space. Apologies, there wasn't too much more I could go into in terms of Sent. There wasn't a great deal on there, and I'm not a VPN expert, so I did my best here to try and break down the market and break down the two players here. So hopefully I've done that well for you. Apologies if I've missed anything out, and apologies if I haven't given a great insight there for you, but I'm always open to learning myself. So please do comment in down below if there's anything that you'd like to add to this. And yeah, let's learn together. Let's build this community together. So if you did like the content, guys, please do slap a like on it. Please do hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, connect with me wherever it is you want to connect with me. I am going through these requests. So yeah, hopefully you got some utility from this video. And guys, I'll see you on the next one.